Do you experiment with your paint? Now that's sort of a loaded question. We all know that I do a lot of experiments with my paint. But today what I'm going to do is just really kind of brazen. Now there are your traditional fluid art techniques, and then there are your traditional bloom techniques, which are always being tweaked, both of them. But today I am going to use a traditional bloom and a traditional fluid art technique mixed. Now some of you will say, well, blooms are fluid art, and you wouldn't be wrong. But because of the recipe, they're different. Not foreign, just different. But today I'm going to use a traditional fluid art technique mixed with a traditional bloom technique using the bloom recipe. We'll see how this goes. Now you're going to see it whether it works or not. Okay? If this is a nightmare, you're going to see it. If it works, you're going to see it. So let's get down here and get started. For my pillow, I'm going to be using Sherwin-Williams Color to Go Tricorn Black and some Concord grape that I've put in this little squirty bottle, which is actually a water flavoring bottle. For colors, we have Amsterdam Titanium White, Winsor and Newton Windsor Violet, TLP Grenache, which is my favorite, as most of us know, Liquitex Basics Cadmium Red Deep. This is Amsterdam Azo Yellow Deep. This is this little piggy in Cinnamon. This is this little piggy in Horizon. So we've got sort of a fall-y kind of dealio going here. Okay, here comes our first weird thing. I've never done this before. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know whether it'll make a difference at all. But we're going to find out. I'm going to use this CRC General Purpose Silicone Mold Release in my cup. Mold release. Gonna go over by the trash can to do it because I don't want it to get all over everything. It is now in my cup. I am going to layer this cup. Now I know that Karen from Waterfall Acrylics has done flip cups with bloom paint. I'm not doing a flip cup. White. Then ooh, she thick. And it's not that thick. Now 7x14 cradle wood panel. How do I feel about this yellow? I don't. A whole bunch of paint in here. Ooh, that red is thick. I didn't think it was quite that thick. Grenache. White. Okay, so we've got our cup all stacked. Okay, so here's our cup. I want to just make this very clear. I have never seen this done before. That does not mean that it's never been done before. I am not trying to step on toes here. I find that we have to be increasingly diligent and vigilant about what we say on our channels because there's always the chance of offending someone, and I am not here to offend. Let's get down to this whole pillow. I'm gonna take this Concord grape and I'm gonna do sort of that scribbling thing I've been doing. Some people call them ribbons. I don't think they're quite ribbons, but you know, what do I know? I just want to get this spread out a little bit because I hate when I don't spread it out quickly enough. And then you get that weird ring around where the house paint kind of started to set. I don't dig that. Cool. I'm gonna wipe off the edge of my table or else I'll be dressed in this. Okay, now comes the part that's making me nervous. I am going to do a ring pour right here. You can't go fast with these. Why not? Paint is thick. Oh no! Alright, well, I've done worse. This paint is so thick compared to what I am used to using. Now, I'll pull this over until that's about in the middle-ish, like. And I'm gonna give this a little slow spin. Just to let it spread out a little. I'll put it back. Okay, I'm gonna take some of my black CA. I'm gonna put it on the back of this little petal-shaped palette knife. I'm gonna take a little bit of the gold and a little of the white. Just go from like right here just like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Same thing-ish. I'm going to take this little guy, just going to put some gold and white, go right along here. And then I'm going to take some black. I'm flying by the seat of my pants, you guys. And I'm going to go right along here. I'll do black, white, gold, and then I'm gonna go gold, black, white. I'm gonna go right in through here. Now I'm gonna flip this around and grab a straw. I'm gonna spin it, see what happens. Oh, I see. Not as stuck as I thought. Moved it down. This is where it just gets real freaking dicey. I can't spin very fast or else I'm going to sling this thing right onto myself or the floor. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. Most of my purple disappeared, but there's still some in there. I wish I hadn't anchored it over this top corner, and I didn't really mean to. That was one of those spinning oopsies, but so it goes. I don't know what that was, but it's gone now. It's cool. If I hadn't anchored it, if it hadn't gone over that side and right over here, this would be more rounded, and that's what I had in mind. But that being said, it's kind of cool. I am not done with this. I'm gonna go do a thing. This is not normally something that I would do over here, but it's something I'm gonna do over here today because I don't want to tote this thing around any more than I absolutely have to. So I have me some Quick Color Gloss White, all-purpose spray paint. This is not the expensive stuff, okay? This is cheap stuff. I'll try to move everything a little out of the way. And I want to give this a little bit of a cloud. And some starry looking stuff. There we go. There we go. And I want to do that right up here too. Okay. Some got over here, not a lot, that's fine. I don't want it to be as cloudy over here. Maybe a few stars. There we go. Phew. This is nerve-wracking, y'all. So let me get this turned around. We'll get ourselves zoomed somehow, and we'll have a look at this. Okay, here are our wet results. Kind of cool. I'm just gonna come in a little bit and let y'all see our sort of trail of exploded ring pour. Really wish that hadn't gone off the side, but we know better next time, won't we? So there we go. I hope you like it. Sparklies. Oh yes, indeed. We got them, kids. How do we feel about this? I think it's a cool idea. I might like to explore it some more. It looks almost like a monarch butterfly wing up close. I might like to explore it some more. This is, honest to God, I've been talking about doing this forever. And finally did. Made me extremely nervous. But anyway, we do have sparklies. We've got all kinds of neat looking lacing and some cool little cells and stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I did, pretty much. So I will see you guys when it's dry. Here are the draw results of my swiped ring pour. Looks a little like a comet or something. The lines in the black are from the purple. You can vaguely see the purple, which is kind of cool. I think it's turned out interesting. I'm not going to call it a complete win, but I don't think it's a complete fail either. I do still wish I hadn't gotten it anchored over that edge, but you know, once that happens, you're kind of stuck with it, so you got to go with it. I do like the colors. I like the fact that it looks like it's traveling through space. The tail got a little wonky, but all in all, not a bad first try. I don't hate it. I don't love it. But I said I was going to show you no matter what. I do think that the spray paint on the end was a good idea. What do you think? We did end up with some nice cells and lacing. I like the movement in it. So yeah, what do you think? You think we should do this some more or not? I'm sort of pondering it in my head. But anyway, at any rate, there we go. And hey, if you haven't push that subscribe button yet, I hope that you will, and give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, tell me what you think, tell me the truth, I can take it. And share amongst your friends if you'd like. That helps us grow. And hey, I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.